They were 320,000 kilometers from Earth. Their oxygen was leaking. Their power was dying. This was not a moon mission anymore. One switch. One hidden flaw. And NASA realized. They were about to lose 3 astronauts, live. But this time. Someone listened. Ears in the start. They didn't crash on the moon. They didn't burn up on re-entry. They didn't die in space. They ran out of oxygen. They lost power. They were freezing. They were 320,000 kilometers from Earth. And yet. They came home. Not because space was kind. But because, this time, someone listened. This is not a story of luck. This is not a story of a miracle. This is the story of Apollo 13. And if you want real space stories like this, follow Astrocatastros, because space doesn't forgive mistakes. But it remembers lessons. The year is 1970. America has already won the moon race. Apollo 11 planted the flag. The world moved on. Apollo missions are no longer breaking news. They are becoming routine. That's dangerous. Because when success becomes normal, attention fades. Budgets tighten. Risk becomes acceptable. Apollo 13 was supposed to be boring. Just another moon landing. No pressure. No drama. NASA didn't know it yet. But Apollo 13 was about to become the most important failure in space history. 3 astronauts boarded Apollo 13, Jim Lovell, Commander. Jack Swigert, Command Module Pilot. Fred Hayes, Lunar Module Pilot. They weren't chasing glory. They weren't reckless. They trusted the system. Because NASA had taught them to. And the system had a flaw. That was already waiting. The danger on Apollo 13 did not begin in space. It began years earlier, on Earth. One oxygen tank, meant to power the spacecraft, was damaged during ground testing. Instead of replacing it, NASA approved a workaround. The tank passed paperwork. It passed inspections.
Instead of replacing it,
but internally,
NASA
its wiring was
workaround.
compromised. The failure was invisible. Silent. Logged. Ignored. Just like Apollo 1. Just like Soyuz 1. Just like Challenger, years later. Apollo 13 launches cleanly. No alarms. No warnings. From Earth, everything looks perfect. From space, everything is perfect. For 2 days, the mission proceeds normally. Then,
for 2 days,
at 55
we'll stay
hours,
inside the command
54
module,
minutes into flight,
doing housekeeping and
NASA
checking
asks
systems.
the crew to perform a routine task, backhand index pointing right stir the oxygen tanks. A task done dozens of times before. The switch is flipped. There is a bang. Not an explosion. A shock. The spacecraft shudders. Warning lights explode across the panel. Jim Lovell looks out the window and sees oxygen venting into space. The ship is bleeding air. Jack Swigert speaks calmly. Houston, we've had a problem. Apollo 13 is no longer a moon mission. It is now a survival mission. Mission control freezes. They've never trained for this. Power is dropping. Oxygen is leaking. Carbon dioxide is rising. But something is different this time. NASA listens. Engineers speak.
Engineers speak and management does not silence them. Ideas are heard. Arguments are welcomed.
Rank disappears. Reality is finally in charge. The command module is dying. So NASA does the unthinkable. They shut it down completely. The crew moves into the lunar module. A vehicle designed for 2 men
NASA does the
for 2
unthinkable.
days. Now it must support.
They shut it down completely.
3 men, for 4 days, in deep space. No margin. No backup. Just ingenuity. Power is cut to the minimum. The cabin temperature drops near freezing. Water rations are slashed. Fred Hayes develops a kidney infection. The crew is exhausted.
But alive.
Hungry. Freezing.
Barely.
But alive.
Alive enough to...
Barely. Carbon dioxide levels rise. Filters are incompatible. Square filters on Earth. Round holes in space. Without a fix, they suffocate. Engineers on the ground dump equipment on a table. Duct tape. Plastic bags. Manual covers. They design a solution in real time. They radio instructions. The crew builds it by hand. The CO2 drops. They breathe again. Apollo 13 slingshots around the moon. They don't land. They don't celebrate. They turn toward Earth. Navigation must be done manually, by sighting the sun. One mistake. They miss Earth forever. Jim Lovell aligns the capsule. Fires the engine. No computers. No margin. Just human skill. The crew powers up the command module. Will it work? No one knows. The damaged oxygen tank could have destroyed wiring. Re-entry begins. Radio silence. 4 minutes. 5 minutes. 6. Mission control can't breathe. Then. A voice crackles through static. They survived. Apollo 13 hits the Pacific Ocean. All 3 astronauts are alive. No flag. No moonwalk. But this mission changed everything. Apollo 13 did not survive because of luck. It survived because engineers were heard. Reality mattered more than schedule. Ego stepped aside. Safety became truth, not paperwork. NASA rewrote its culture. Because failure finally spoke louder than pride. Message. We remember explosions. We remember deaths. But sometimes, the most important space missions are the ones that almost fail. Apollo 13 taught NASA how to listen. And listening saved lives. If you want real space stories, not myths, not movies, but documented truth. Backhand index pointing right, follow astrocatastrophes. Because space doesn't forgive arrogance, but it rewards humility. And sometimes, failure is the reason humanity survives.